Huawei has launched the Watch 5 with its eSIM support, the Fit 4, and then this, which is the Fit 4 Pro. Now, the Pro model here, this gains an ECG function to it. We have SpO2 tracking, a barometer, and it's just 9.3 millimeters, the thickness of it, but also super light with a high quality build. It's 30 grams, which is about the weight of a large strawberry. Now we've got a golf mode on this too with it. It's got the sleep tracking, heart rate monitoring, GPS with their sunflower system, their TrueSense tracking for your fitness there. And I'll be going through it in detail in this review here to let you know all about the new Huawei Fit 4 Pro.
First up, what do we get included with our Watch 4 Pro? So we have the watch there, nicely presented. On the left side, so just like the previous versions, you'll find our wireless charger. Now, it will fully charge the watch in only 60 minutes. That's really good. And typical battery life is around 6 to 7 days, but it can go all the way up to 10 with a lighter kind of use to it. So it's really a champ at battery life, like what we're seeing with their other watches too from them. And then in the right side here, we've got a quick start guide and warranty card. So that is what is included with our Watch Fit 4 Pro. Now we get this 3D woven nylon watch strap in green. Now this is a breathable material. For those of you that don't like the silicone, you find it irritates you, probably the one to get. Now the Velcro on it is very good. And the finish, typical Huawei. This has a superb build quality to it, everything. Now there are 3 colors. So we've got our, what is the 3D wave style. And this is the fluoroelastomer watch strap, this one in black. And this is my preferred. I mean, the nylon watch strap is very nice. And then you have a lighter gray here. Now, I'll show you how easy it is to remove the straps. You've got those little buttons on the bottom there. There's 2 either side. So you just press that and it comes off. And it's so quick and easy. There's no risk of you scratching yourself, hurting yourself too when you're getting them in. I know with some of the earlier watches, some of the edges were a little bit sharp. But that was probably more with the GT series. And you just simply need to plug them in like so. So very easy. They clip in and that's it. That's how you swap over a watch strap. And that is so fast. The screen, it's a flat AMOLED covered with sapphire glass. So really high quality, very scratch resistant too with it. Titanium bezel, I like this. This is going to be very strong here, resist those scratches, and it gives it more of a premium look. Now we have the gold accent here with our crown. This of course is a practical button, so I press that in, I can see my apps, and I can use this also to scroll up and down. Haptics feel very good, nice, short, strong bursts there. So it is a 1.82 AMOLED screen, and very sharp because we have 347 ppi, so you can't see pixels on this. And with the 3000 nits, as I mentioned, that you're going to be able to see it everywhere. And I'll get into the UI soon, but it's HarmonyOS that it is running. So we have their TrueSense sensors on the back and their sunflower tracking system here. So that's covering L1, L5 with the GPS, heart rate sensor, of course, here with TrueSense. So it's going to be monitoring our heart rate. We've also got the sleep monitoring, temperature monitoring, so skin temperature. And we do have, with this model now, the Pro barometer built into this. ECG on the side, so this is not just the button for launching our workouts. You can customize this button too, by the way, but ECG, and I'll show you that too later on. So that's new with the Pro. And we've got a loudspeaker and microphone built in for handling calls. There is no eSIM support for this model. If you want the eSIM support, you've got to go for the Watch 5, which does have that included. So really nice build to it. And it weighs only 30 grams. Yes, super light and just 9.3 millimeters. So compared to the Fit 3, which was 9.9 millimeters, they've managed to slim it down, and this is slimmer than what Apple has, much slimmer in fact, and they're using aerospace grade aluminum with this. So like the other watches, it is running HarmonyOS. Performance is very good. So if you swipe down, you've got your quick toggles here. This is where you can go into that sleep mode, do not disturb mode. Now if you swipe from the sides, you go back. And I'll just quickly turn the screen on, so it's not going to keep timing out on me. You've got Find My Phone, Alarm, Settings, Torch. Rather handy if you're trying to get a key into a lock and you don't have enough lighting. Well, you got that. So one tap gets me into the menu here with all of our different apps, and I'll run through some of those shortly. A double tap is recent apps, and where you can go and clear the memory if you need to do so. Now, while I've got this open, I'll show you that, yes, there is NFC on board. We've got wallet, and you can make payments. Now, I don't know if it's going to be in absolutely every single country, but Huawei's rolling that out, and support is getting very good. Because in the beginning, there were a lot of people complaining about that. I remember in my previous videos that you couldn't make NFC payments. Well, you can now. Notifications, if I swipe up, I can see those. And if it is a text message, WhatsApp, and WeChat and other things, you can reply. On-screen keyboard is there. It's on board. And you can also do some canned replies there. And that was another complaint that we used to have previously. Now, this is with Android. With iOS, I'm not too sure about the on-screen keyboard. It might not still be there. I need to confirm that one. So if we swipe here from the left to right, that's going to bring up temperature. You've got your sound, your music on the MP3s. And yes, you can load those on. There's a limited amount of space on the watch itself, but you can put a few on there if you like that. And it's handy information to have. And you even got voice commands you can issue from the top there. So I'll just go back. We have all of our different watch faces here that you're able to choose from, and you can load on newer ones with the application, which I will be showing you in this walkthrough video too as well. So if you've got kids, I do. I have some children, they love this, my girls, and they like to just use this all the time and keep asking me to put this on. I believe we've still got the Panda there. That was in the other watch. Maybe not. Maybe not. Oh, no, there it is. Okay, so we can't do without the Panda. So that's there too as well. So plenty of watch faces there to keep everyone happy. And you can see here, depending on the watch face, it will make the bezels look a little bit bigger because we have the titanium bezel here and then the black one. So if I'm in a screen like this, you don't really notice that bezel so much. There's our activity rings there. You need to try to fill those up by keeping yourself busy, of course. Emotional well-being. There is a lot in there. If you keep swiping from the right to left, we can go through various different things, calendar, whatnot, and our activities. Even the moon phases there, it's going to let you know what's happening there with the moon. So I'll just quickly show you here the settings before I get into some of the apps. So you got Bluetooth. You can, I believe, just go along and turn that off. Disconnect. No. So that's disconnecting it from the Huawei app, but I don't think that is going to be putting it into like a flight mode. You've got more connections here. So NFC, health and fitness, watch home, face, managing the cards for the NFC for the payments, brightness, display, vibrations and sound, notifications, the mode that I showed you before, PIN, permission manager, smart assistant, offline maps, we have those there. There's a golfing mode that you get with the Fit 4 Pro 2 as well. Your workout settings, heart rate data broadcast, system updates, and about here. And this should tell me the HarmonyOS version, which is 5.1 that I'm currently on. So as I said before, what we have new with the Fit 4 Pro is the barometer, ECG, and it does have the SpO2 now that we can get that information from. So what I do is just show you very quickly, jump in here, a couple of those health features here. So this is the ECG, and we're going to be using that button on the side that I've shown you. So I need to touch that, and you might need to have a bit of a wet finger for this. No. Now my heart rate resting will be higher than usual at the moment because I'm talking and running about filming this, but okay, 67 is not too bad. And as you can see, that is accurate. It just takes the 30 seconds and you can get an accurate reading there. So 14 seconds left. And sometimes I was actually having a bit of a problem on my heart rate because it was too low. It was under 50 and it needed to be over that for the ECG. And because I cycle a lot, sometimes my resting heart rate can be pretty low. So it's showing me that I have no signs of AFib. That is good. If it detects any other problems, it will let you know. And you can have it constantly monitoring this as well. So great for the health conscious people out there. Most of us, we want to keep an eye on our health, especially as we get older too. We do really need to do that. It's SpO2, so blood oxygen saturation levels that can be measured. And where is it? I've just gone past that, haven't I? It is around here. There it is. Okay. And I've already measured this before, but this is only 15 seconds. This one here. And all it wants me to do is be still. I shouldn't actually be talking either. So this is a 15-second test. So it's quick. Well, I don't think that's bad at all. Most people can wait 15 seconds, right? Oh, not happy with me because I'm moving about. But I saw my last readings, very good, 99%. It's because I'm moving a little bit and talking. It's not too happy there with me. The other one is we do have the arterial stiffness check. And this I did see down here, okay? So jump into that. And I've already done that test. It's told me that I'm normal here, which is good to know. This is another great health check. So if you get, say, the orange or the red, then you should definitely go to your doctor and get some more tests done. So it's great to have all of these health checks being done on the watch. What about call quality? Well, I'll give you a sample what the loudspeaker does sound like when I answer this call.
This is what the call quality does sound like coming through the loudspeaker. It is clear, the microphone does work well, and it's connecting up via Bluetooth, and I often handle calls through the watch. It means I don't need to go into my pocket, take out my phone.
Of course, the screen's not going to be on all the time. It's just timed out now, but you can adjust that. And all I need to do is flick my wrist, it comes back on, and that works all the time for me. What I want to do here is go into a message and just show you that I can reply straight away with some canned replies here. You see there's a whole lot of them listed there. Your typical kind of common ones there. Go along and just delete that notification if I wanted to. And I can even send some emojis. So I could just send those. But what I want to do is show you the keyboard, which is tiny. Of course, it's on a watch. Now, I'm not a huge fan of typing on such a small area. But what does help is that the watch will detect, like any kind of watch would do this. It gives me those canned replies. Well, not canned replies, sorry. Predictive text at the top. So it is possible, but there's no way I would be wanting to type out a huge message on such a small keyboard. But for those with a lot of patience and perhaps a lot better accuracy than what I do have, it is possible. And then I did my typical test, which is a mountain bike loop of approximately 18 kilometers to test out our GPS tracking, heart rate monitoring, and the altitude that I climbed. This is my climb test spot. And the watch, every 5 kilometers, it's giving me that feedback with the same voice prompts. And that's good. It sounds fine. It's very loud. It is clear.
Duration, 34 minutes and 41 seconds. Average speed for the past 5 kilometers was 8.65 kilometers. Current heart rate, 81 beats per minute.
So I'm going to really push it up here. This climb is about 20 degrees, but it's quite long. And I'll push it quite hard to get my heart rate up to at least 160 and maybe a little bit beyond that. So that is my outdoor cycle done. Let's take a look at the results through the app. So I can see with the blue line where I went, the tracking was very good. So this has improved a lot compared to the Fit 3. Now with the TrueSense updates that they've done, it's a lot more accurate more around high-rise buildings too. It's not going to be blocking the signal. And where I rode on one side of the road and then the other, it's even tracked that, as you can see, that is separated when I did ride back, but on the other side. So it's very good. There's no line that's gone and cut through all the buildings or anything silly like that. That may have happened about like 5 years ago with GPS on watches and GPS on phones and whatnot. So I have information about the distance, the duration, average speed, calories burned. You can see speed under this tab here. Charts is where I'm going to see the heart rate, speed, and I managed to get up to 40 kilometers per hour. That was, of course, going downhill. And when I pushed it really hard with my heart rate, let's have a look. Where did that get up to? So very quickly, 163. So that's good. Pretty much exactly what the watch was telling me, of course. And the altitude information. So you can see it got up to 164 meters there on the climb. And where that climb peaks should match here with the heart rate, which it does, because that's where I was working pretty hard, of course, pushing it to go up that climb there. So plenty of information in there. And if you are a free diver or you do diving or whatever, you can have that depth information now that will go down to up to 40 meters that it is rated for. And finally, we can see all the details at the end for your workout tracking. So are there any golfers out there? You've got your golfing mode, and I'll show you as you can download the course that you need. So I downloaded this one, which is let's say your golf. It's close to me, and it's going to load up the map here, and I'll just show you. You can tell, I'll put in there all your information, and you start golfing.
Workout started.
Okay, and it's going to show you the map information about the whole golf course on that particular hole. Of course, I'm not near the golf course, so it's not going to work, but it's to give you a brief idea. So it's telling you there the distance, how many yards, whatnot.
Workout paused.
And I'll just end that workout.
Workout ended.
Okay, and I know this is going to come up, but very quickly here, let's just jump into workouts. So you can see we've got golf, outdoor cycling, indoor running. There is track run, indoor, outdoor walking, indoor cycling, swimming, open water, dive, skipping, mountain, hiking, trail run, stair climbing even, skiing, snowboarding, cross country, triathlon, cross trainer, rower, other. And you can add, and then you've got your workout settings in there, which I'll very quickly go into. So the broadcast, you can adjust that always on. If you wanted that, you can do that. And you have shortcuts and recovery, heart rate, if you wanted to measure that when you end your workout. Other great areas for your health tracking, of course, is your sleep tracking data. Now, this is going to be measuring a lot of different things. Your sleep states, it'll give you a summary. It'll even rate your sleep. You even have the microphone for analyzing your breathing too as well. So it's told me my sleep breathing awareness has been normal, which is good. My fall asleep time for the last week or so has been way too late, but that's typical for, I guess, busy YouTuber guys and whatnot, and people with families too there. Now, this is the rating I got, which was 86 points. Not bad. It's broken it down to deep sleep, the light sleep, and REM, and how long that period was. And my problem here was not enough deep sleep there too. It'll even tell you how many times you woke up, you got up during the night, and it breaks it all down here. You can see during the week, the month there too as well. So I got a lot of different information and all of your days there accurately tracked. I think the best one was a few days ago here, which I got, oh, that's not a good one, only 6 hours. I think it was this one here that it gave me a very good rating. And what did it say? It was good. Okay. But again, the deep sleep probably not as good as it should have been there. So the sleep tracking, fantastic with the Watch Fit 4 Pro. Then the rest of the app does truly cover all bases because you have your health side of things, the exercise, and you can even discover other workouts and whatnot. And this, I will just show you quickly what we get. So you can monitor your weight, your calories on the watch itself too. You can add them if you're calorie counting with the food you're eating. You can see again that sleep information, your activity, the SpO2 information there, stress levels, skin temperature levels. You got all of them. Health glance as well, and heart rate monitoring that we've seen a lot of. So you can bring that information up, and it's going to tell you where your heart was at. Of course, at night it's been quite low when I'm sleeping, and you've got again all of that information. So you can go monthly, weekly, bring that all up. And it will tell you again all the different tests that you've done, those results, so you can keep an eye on all of that in one set place. Now, your exercises, if you're a runner, they've got a lot of running plans here, so you can see them all right here. And this is where you can also launch your workouts from this. You don't have to do it on the watch itself. And then you've got all of those workouts, cycle, and the Pro mode, as I said, does have the golfing mode too with it. If you're really into that, then you can bring out that information of all those different golf courses there and even walks that you can do. So there's a lot in there. Devices, this is where you can go in here, change your watch face. Now, some of these are premium that you do have to pay for. Some of the really nice ones. So you will have an additional very small cost to get those. And it's a one-off fee, and then you've got that watch face forever there. So you can see them all listed in here. Music, as I mentioned, I think later, well, in this video, that you can easily go and add your own music tracks to the watch, which I've done. I've added one there, and I can confirm it works all fine. Just wanted to test that out. Your wallet, your app gallery. This is where you manage all of your applications. So you've got your offline maps, full color offline maps too, but you can also use G Maps there too. And I notice even G Calendar, the G, yes, Google Calendar, you can have it on there, but we don't have Wear OS. But there's plenty of different apps that you're able to get for HarmonyOS.
So for me, this is a fantastic watch. I'm really enjoying my time using it. It covers everything I need in a watch. I've got the payments, I've got the on-screen keyboard, I have canned replies. It is, of course, down to 40 meters. water resistant. So if you're a free diver, you can use this. The tracking, the sports mode's absolutely fantastic. GPS tracking works well. Sleep tracking, SpO2, arterial stiffness, skin temperature sensor, and it's using aerospace aluminium with it, titanium bezels, sapphire for the front screen. Screen is up to 3000 nits of brightness. The list just goes on and on and on and on. What it is lacking? Wear OS. And going into this video, you probably already knew that. We don't have Wear OS support. That is it. That's all I can criticize with this watch here. Battery life, fantastic. Now they say typically 7 days. I'm seeing about 6 out of it, which is fine. Now, if you want to know how long the GPS goes, it's normally around about an hour and 20 minutes of running the GPS. We lose about 10% there. So it's not bad at all. If you're going to be doing a lot of workouts, of course, your battery life will be less. But all up, fantastic watches here from Huawei. The build quality and everything about it, really, really good. So thanks for watching my review here of the Huawei Watch Fit 4 Pro.